For today's cup of coffee, we have a total and complete what the fuck file. This goes into the FUBAR range.
I didn't want to talk about it, but Mom really wanted to talk about it.
I did. So, graphic content. You are warned. I'll have to warn about 15 other times. It's disturbing content. Didn't we do a cup a few weeks ago about uptick in dismemberment or something?
I believe so.
Yeah, well, this one goes into that. And
lovely.
We're going to put a couple of pictures in here, but I'm going to leave two links, one to the primary article, which I have heavily edited because there are some subjects I will not talk about in front of kid. And then there's also a news report from a station in Wisconsin, which they're telling of events. Not exactly how the events occurred, and you can go and watch the video from Daily Mail and see how different the reporting versus the reality. Yeah. So this is from Daily Mail, February the 14th of 2023 by Mellisa Koenig. Close enough. Nobody knows. It says, a married woman accused of decapitating her lover after choking him during a drug-fueled sex, that's what it says, attacked her lawyer in court on Tuesday.
And there it is on video.
Yeah.
And oh my God, she is slapping that dude. She is punching that man.
On video.
No.
So we gotta get a lead up.
She is punching that lawyer.
We've got to get a lead up here.
She is beating the fuck out of that poor lawyer.
And this is Taylor Schabusiness, 25, jumped her attorney Quinn Jolly. He wasn't too jolly.
Right there in court.
In Green Bay, Wisconsin courtroom, appearing to strike Jolly's head with her elbow. Now, I tell you something. This is why they put
elbow, hands, anything.
She was just handcuffed. She wasn't in full restraint.
No, she should have been.
She didn't have shackles on, and she didn't have a waist belt, which is a waist belt is one of those that the handcuffs and stuff go through there, so they can't do shit like this. Somebody didn't follow protocol. This is what happens.
Yeah.
And it says the altercation apparently came after a witness failed to show up to testify on Schabusiness's mental state. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
She is charged with first-degree homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault after the victim's own mother discovered her son's severed head in a bucket covered with a towel in her home. They didn't have the necrophilia, but that was involved. Because without this, you had to have some necrophilia in there.
You got a collection of songs about it.
I do. It's fascinating. I haven't done it, so it's... Anyhow, it says that she has pleaded not guilty by reason of...
Not guilty!
Bring it down.
Not guilty!
By reason of mental illness or defect. Mm-hmm. And it says,
not guilty.
Jolly had been expected to introduce testimony from an expert witness in court on Tuesday, but he instead told Judge Thomas Walsh that the witness had not yet completed his report. The lawyer asked for 2 more weeks for that testimony to take place. Walsh reluctantly agreed to postpone the trial, originally set for March 6th, and had suggested a May 15th trial instead. That's typical, because court is all a matter of just, you go in for 5 minutes, you wait for whoever to be called in, you sit there, and then they postpone it. What? Could be weeks, could be months. But that is just how that rolls. Okay, but when the trial was rescheduled, this is when Schabusiness was caught on camera attacking Jolly. I mean, he was just sitting there doing his job, and bitch gets up and she starts wailing on him.
Literally. And she wants to plead not guilty.
And video shows...
She is obviously a violent person, and the drugs just amplified that.
But it's one of those, you've got to also, since she's trying to enter a plea of mental illness, you never know whether or not this was part of the show. Because there are people that will do that. It'll
get her more time.
Video showed Schabusiness launching out of her seat, trying to grab at Jolly's arm before apparently striking him in the head, which is an elbow shot. Because that's what she could move. And a Brown County Sheriff's officer quickly sprang into action and tackled Schabusiness to the ground, struggling to keep her down as she tried to squirm out of his grasp. The officer kept telling Schabusiness, stop, as she tried to kick herself free and wrapped her foot around a cord connected to his utility belt. Now, damn, that was dangerous. Now, it was probably, his radio or something like that. I don't care. She should have had ankle irons on. And it says, about 1 minute later, a court employee told people at the hearing to clear the courtroom, which was about a quarter full with media, other attorneys, and a supporter of Schabusiness. In the meantime, 2 other sheriff's deputies could be seen arriving to tackle the 25-year-old, trying to speak to her calmly. Now, you got to see this, folks. You really have to see and watch the full thing. Because, now let me tell you something. When you've got somebody that's in the courtroom that has already attacked one person, that basically had fought the shit out of the bailiff. And it's like he was a big old guy, and he was having trouble wrangling her.
Yeah.
And part of the reason he was having trouble wrangling her is because that he knew there were cameras everywhere. So they have to call in 2 other people to do what one person could have done. Now, there's a time and a place to get kind of rough with somebody.
Yeah.
And so then afterwards, they're like, are you okay? Can you feel your wrist? And I'm like, let me tell you something. Bitch just attacked somebody. I don't care if she's batshit crazy or what. She is a danger to other people.
Yes.
And it's like, no, as far as handling these people with kid gloves, I am not in favor of beating somebody down, ever. But I also know that it's a matter of having the appropriate amount of force to take care of the situation that you're in.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it says, when the court finally resumed about 10 minutes after the attack, Jolly informed a judge on the case that he planned to file a motion asking to be removed as Schabusiness's lawyer.
Well, no shit. No shit.
I think I would have
Good luck to him.
I would have just told the judge, Your Honor, I'm done. I'm out.
I'm out. Goodbye.
It says an expert hired by the court
I quit.
had testified that she was capable of assisting in her own defense. But an expert hired by the defense raised doubt. He did not, however, venture an opinion on whether it would be fair for Schabusiness to stand trial. If found competent, the trial will proceed as scheduled. But if she is found not competent to stand trial, the case will be put on hold as she receives additional psychiatric treatment. Now, let me explain this because I know this process. As far as a court evaluation, there's a difference between a court-appointed psychiatric evaluation and a forensic evaluation. Big difference. Court-appointed, they'll sit there and go, do you understand what an attorney is? Do you understand what your attorney does? Do you understand who the judge is? Do you understand what a judge does? And if they say yes to those, they're competent to stand trial. Now, as far as the psychiatric treatment, a lot of times what they would do, at least that's what happens, the psychiatric prison here in a town near us, it's a matter of going in, getting the people stabilized on some kind of medication, and then they go through the court process, and then they go to prison. So it's not a get out of jail free card on that. Schabusiness, who has a husband. Now, we didn't include the picture here during the video.
Yeah.
But he kind of rough looking. So, little dude that was a decapitated kid and I were talking about, he may have taken the easy way out on this.
Yeah.
And she had recently become the mother to a son.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. Now, she did admit to knowing the victim well.
No shit.
Yeah. And she said that the pair were also Facebook friends. And she claimed that they had been doing drugs, which including smoking some meth earlier in the day. And she said that they had been shooting up some trazodone. It says which is a sedative. Now, personally, I've never heard of people shooting up trazodone, but you can shoot up damn near anything.
Yeah.
And when told by detectives that police had found the victim's head in a bucket, Schabusiness had responded, "That's pretty fucked up." And when asked what happened in the basement, she replied, "That's a good question." And then initially claimed to have blacked out. That's what she said. According to, like I said, this is heavily edited due to other activities these people were involved in. According to the complaint, Schabusiness then suddenly blurted out, quote, "Damn the head. I can't believe I left the head though," end quote. It's like, Lady Macbeth out, damn spot. And she's trying to wash the blood off her hands. Anyhow, she also goes on and tells the officers that they're going to have fun trying to find all the organs as she had dismembered the body. And she told them that most of the body parts were in the basement, but that there should be a foot or a leg in her minivan. You can't make this shit up.
What? So she turned herself in?
No.
Or who?
No, they went and got her.
Oh.
And she had decapitated and dismembered the victim with knives taken from his mother's kitchen. Now remember, let's go back and see what this individual looked like here. So he was still living at home with Mama. There ain't nothing wrong with living at home with Mama. But when you doing weird kinky shit down in the basement, now there's got to be some healthy boundaries. And smoking crack and banging whores in the basement, that's a boundary. You don't cross that boundary. It didn't have a picture of the mama, so I don't know what the hell went on with that. Anyhow,
I should not be here on this conversation.
You all right. And it says that other body parts were found in a variety of bags in the basement, including plastic shopping bags. Now, you know that she packed his poor little body in Walmart bags. You know that.
Whatever.
You know that.
It's probably whatever bag she could find. Dollar Tree bag, Dollar General.
And it says that his legs and other body parts were found in a crock pot box on top of a laundry basket of clothes in the rear passenger seat of her minivan. But no, they didn't have a hard time determining who it was. They had found her sweats.
What?
That had blood on it. Her hands still had blood on them.
No, the what?
As far as...
No, the crock pot, what?
Oh, yeah, that was not the crock. It was a crock pot box that was on top of a laundry basket of clothes in the rear passenger seat of her minivan. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, anyhow, yeah, blood was still on sweatshirt, sweatpants, scratches on her arms, a cut on her left thumb, and what appeared to be blood on her hands. So, not only did she do all this stuff, she could have at least gone ahead and, cleaned up a little. But no. Mm-hmm. The true victim on this is this kid's mama. The victim.
Uh-huh.
The victim's mama.
Yeah.
Because, my God, to come and find that carnage, to find your kid's head in a bucket and body parts around in shopping bags, and it wasn't just the body parts. She had apparently taken the organs out and everything. Yeah, she was thorough.
Did she have like a vendetta or something? She has anger issues.
I don't know. I think it's just
she has anger issues, and those drugs amplified that.
I think she's got some evil.
Yeah.
Just pure evil.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, I don't even think that researching about Elizabeth Bathory was that bad. For real. I mean, she was prolific in the people that she killed. But I don't know that it went into the dismemberment and stuff. Now, the heads in the bucket, I can see that happening with Bathory. But this one was just, like I said, this is just foobar. Totally, completely foobar.
This is fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I wanted to include it. I know a kid was like, let's don't. And I'm like, because we were going to talk about something else. And I'm like, I can't not talk about it. Because it is just so out there. It's out there and beyond. But now, I'll tell you something. As far as taking her down in that courtroom, kinder, gentler police force is not always,
No.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you something. That bailiff, he could have gotten hurt.
Yeah?
Because he wasn't being allowed to do his job. I mean, he should have just football tackled her and basically laid on there until you had a female officer that could come and do something else.
I don't know, who knows, maybe he was actually trying his best.
And as far as this, y'all go watch the video, and this kind of, I mean, they're acting like they're talking to a 2-year-old. No, this is somebody that killed somebody, not only killed them, but did a heinous thing. They're pandering to her. They're pandering.
Like a child.
Yes, she's not a child. Go again and look at the picture that she had posted on whatever social media. That is not a damn child. That is somebody that is conniving and scheming, in my humble opinion. She set this kid up.
In your humble opinion.
In my humble opinion. Because I can say that's commentary.
Yeah.
It's not suable. So, final thought. This one's got me worked up.
I'm good.
It has gotten me worked up.
That poor kid.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
Yeah.
What was he thinking? What was he thinking?
To look at him.
And that's pretty much it. That's all I got.
When you see that little picture, yeah, I mean, he was just born to be a victim. Honestly.
Oh, he was doomed.
He should have known. He should have known that there were ulterior motives when a girl like that looked, was doing stuff with him, honestly. And that she was married. And that the husband probably would have done worse to him.
Yeah.
Because she had choked him to death. And then she did the dismemberment and stuff, which is good. The husband probably would have reversed that. He would have just dismembered while the dude was still alive. Yeah. That's some brutality out there. Truly. You're disgusted totally, aren't you? You're disturbed.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. I told you.
Fucked up.
Now, we have had some What the Fuck files, but this one... to date, this one has been the pinnacle. So that's his. He's done. He's done. If you've had encounters with the paranormal or supernatural, or if you've experienced UFOs, aliens, cryptids, I pray to God that nobody out there ends up being a what the fuck file. Our people are too smart for that. They really are. Our viewers / listeners, we don't have to worry about y'all. It's some of these other peoples that we worry about.
Yeah.
Anyhow, send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and link to the article plus to the news report will be there in the little box.
Yes.
Description box.
Yes.
I'm like, what the hell is that called? I had a brain glitch. I did. I had a brain glitch. I've not had enough coffee today, and it's too late in the evening to make a cup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do your spiel.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment. Share, comment. Don't forget to press that button. You know the spiel by now.
Uh-huh. It's messed him up. This one has messed him up.
You're good. You have a good... Press that little notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Have a good...
And remember, I had highly edited the story. Highly edited, just out of respect for Kid. So go read it for yourself and you can see the parts that I left out.
Uh-huh.
Know that you're loved. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.